We're going to take some live pictures right now. There is Mr. Trump there leaving his property in Bedminster, New Jersey. You see him getting into that black SUV. And this begins the process, the third indictment. We have seen this. It's almost like deja vu, watching as Mr. Trump goes to appear before a judge and he is processed. Danny, walk us through some of the things that he is now going to do. He actually has to get on a plane to get to D.C. Right?
Because we should say that federal authorities will be waiting for him once he gets to the other side there in D.C. And this live picture right now is coming from the club in New Jersey.
Exactly right. And when he gets to court, it should be, at least for most federal criminal defendants, an uneventful affair. Procedurally, it is a very significant moment, the arraignment, because it kicks off the clock, the speedy trial clock, for example, and it is the beginning of the case, after which the defense will get discovery. The judge will set a motion schedule. The judge will set a trial date. So it is significant. But in terms of entertainment value, there's not a lot that happens at an arraignment. They're normally very quick. The defendant waives the formal reading of the indictment. You're in and out. In state court, sometimes in a matter of seconds. In federal court, usually 15 minutes. But with this defendant, all the extra security, everything else, we might be there a little while.
He doesn't need to be photographed or fingerprinted. Is that right?
I don't believe so. I believe that they waived that the last time. I guess the thinking was that where the heck is he going to go? That do you really need a photograph of Donald Trump? Interesting that they would deviate from procedure, but I mean, look, there are different rules when it's the former president of the United States. This is a defendant that you'll clear out an entire courthouse for, as they did in state court here in New York. So, anyone who says, the law, everyone should be treated equally under the law, that's a nice idea. But procedurally, at least, this is someone that you have to treat differently simply because he's the former president of the United States and there's security concerns.
But are there different rules then for the people who are also working for and around him? Because when we talk about that list that Ken Delanian was just reporting on, this is a list unlike anything we have ever seen in U.S. history. Do we expect charges now to come down for them?
Maybe. I'm not so sure yet. What this does tell me, this indictment, is I believe the reason there are unindicted co-conspirators that are in that indictment but not named is that Jack Smith wants a streamlined indictment so that he can get to trial of the one single defendant as soon as possible, and there won't be a bunch of other co-defendants mucking it up with pretrial motions, motion to sever the case, motion to change venue. If you had included all those 6 as co-defendants, the judge would have 7 different motions to dismiss, all these different things to decide. What this tells me is Jack Smith wants to get to trial. And he wants to get to trial fast.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.